I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost.
Okay, so this did kind of surprise me when I heard it. So, Taraji P, we already know that she's been making a lot of headlines lately. First off, you have the pay debacle that she was talking about on Gayle King's show when she was talking about how much she gets paid in regards to Hollywood. When we heard Terrence Howard mention how much he got paid when it comes to Hustle and Flow.
Check this out. I made $12,000 for doing Hustle and Flow. And then on top of it, what Paramount did, instead of putting my name as Terrence Howard performing the songs, they put performed by DJ. Well, they own DJ. So guess what? The performance royalties went to Paramount.
Then my next question was, oh shoot, if he got paid only that much, how much did Taraji get paid? And then there's the movie The Color Purple that she was just involved in, which just came out. That one seems to be doing pretty well. But now here we are with another story. And in this case, it's regarding Taraji's staff. Probably agent, publicist, all the people that keep her in the public eye. More than likely, these are the people that she's talking about. So hear this. Between the period of about 2014 or 15 to about 2020, we know that she was one of the stars on Empire. She played Cookie Lion, it was 6 seasons, and when you're coming off that kind of show with someone like Taraji P, you don't Game of Thrones someone. What I mean by that is, it's such a big show that had such a nice fan following, but when the actors are all done those roles, they can barely find work, short of maybe Peter Dinklage. So after Empire wrapped up, what she says is that she finds herself highly disappointed that the team didn't capitalize on the popularity that she had built, quote unquote, do their literal jobs. So what does that look like? That looks like getting her some major TV spots in upcoming shows, some major roles in movies, some commercials, some interviews, sponsorships even. You have to roll with the momentum that she had built up from not just Empire but other movies as well in between that period of time. Given the fact that if what she said was accurate and that she was struggling with pay, and seeing that that might have been the height of her popularity, her agent, publicist should have used all of that to their advantage to negotiate something for her. So if that's not what they did and they kind of just let the flame die out, then yeah, that's inexcusable. And sorry, you deserve to be fired. You could even hear what she has to say during an interview that she did, where she says firing everybody after Cookie, everybody had to blank and go, where's my deal? Where's my commercial? Cookie was at the top of the fashion game, where's my endorsement? What did you have set up after this? And then she clarifies why everyone hasn't seen her in so long. It's because no one had anything set up for her to do. They failed to capitalize on the success that she had built up. But to give them a little bit of credit, there was one thing that if they had executed it just right, which she had requested, then it would have been a bit of a success. Going with the character of Cookie, they wanted to give her a spin-off of that show. However, though, this is why she was saying that she would be willing to take the role if it was done right. She made sure, time and time again, I'm willing to do that role if it's done right, if the character's written with some respect. If you stay faithful to who the character is, and that you could ride that popularity wave, then why not? Why wouldn't she take it? So it was going to be an Empire spin-off. Now, although everybody knows some of the history with spin-offs saying that, for the most part it never works, the problem with this one is it didn't even get started. It didn't even get a chance. When she was talking about the whole pay thing, it almost makes me wonder how much she got paid for No Good Deed, which pulled in almost $60 million, Four Brothers, which pulled in almost $93 million, Hidden Figures, which nearly pulled in $250 million, The Karate Kid, which just about got to $360 million, or even a smaller role like Wreck-It Ralph, which easily did over $500 million. So for all these roles, it does make you kind of curious on what her real net worth is. Because just with those movies combined, granted that she's done a lot more than just this. I didn't even mention Empire yet, but all of those do scale over $1 billion easily. But that's not like our other story where Taraji P fired her whole staff. In this case, let's address this other story now. So everybody knows that the world is kind of divided in regards to what's happening between Palestine and Israel. Everyone has a side that they've picked in terms of who's justified for doing what. And based on the side that you choose, it seems like there could be some repercussions if you make that opinion vocal. So regardless of your position on that, just hear this for a moment. So Meltem Gunay, an award-winning veteran Turkish news anchor, not reporter, news anchor. So she was recently fired because on December 24th, Christmas Eve, she appeared on live television with a Starbucks cup and was immediately let go. Her and the director of the news segment. So why, you would ask? Well, the people behind the decision said that Starbucks' loyalty lies with Israel. Granted, I haven't heard anything or seen anything from Starbucks putting out a statement on who they ally themselves with. But if they have made that kind of statement, please send it to me. I would love to read about it. And for some reason, I can't help but think that this has something to do with the union. Because if you remember that lawsuit of what happened in October, where some of the union workers in Starbucks posted some solidarity with Palestine, and then Starbucks turned around and sued the union. They put it as the reason that they were suing them was because they used the Starbucks logo, the name, intellectual property, in a way that, as they say, allegedly misrepresented the company on social media. People then took that and ran with it and said that it's because Starbucks has their allegiances and the union solidarity did not align with Starbucks' allegiances. So since then, there's been backlash. Obviously, we all expected that to come, but people have been calling to boycott Starbucks. So let me say this. A lot of people that have a pro-Palestine stance more than likely drink at Starbucks. I mean, this can't be a good look in terms of PR. It's like that post on Instagram where someone had written down, or vandalized, however you want to look at it, but they wrote down "Free Gaza" on the window. So here's the thing. The owners of these companies, they're human. So regardless of if you hear Starbucks doesn't have a particular stance, the owners themselves, the executives, at the end of the day, they're still people. They see the headlines like everyone else, and on top of that, they have people that they have to answer to just as well. So everyone can do their best to keep themselves unbiased, but what you can't do is force yourself to not have an internal opinion. So let me know what it is that yours is. Do you think that this reporter was just having a cup of coffee from her favorite Starbucks? Or did she know exactly what it is she was doing? I mean, even the news organization put out a statement stating that whatever your thoughts are, leave them in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I will see you guys again for the next one. Be easy, y'all.